bakers from Goa. Our elders are often hear the reminiscings and nostalgically about those the good old Portuguese days. The Portuguese of their the famous loaves of bread. Those eaters of loaves might have the vanished, but the makers are still there. We still have amongst us the mixers, then the molders and those who break the loaves. Those age old time tested the furnaces still exist. The fire in the furnaces has not yet been the extinguished. Means on that the days Portuguese are there. On that the time it's a bread is a very famous, but the whatever is the maker is vanished, but it eater is vanished, but maker is there. The third and jingle of the tradition bakers the bamboo. Then the heraldings his the arrival in the morning can still be the heard in some places. Places the maybe the father is not alive, but the son still carries on the family profession. These the bakers are even today known as the padders in Goa. His father is not alive in that the days, but his son carries his profession in the forward. But in that the bakers is called today the padder in a Goa. During our childhood in a Goa, the bakers used to be our friend, companions and the guides. They always our friend and companion and guide to us. He used to come to at least twice a day. They come in a twice a day. Once when he sat out in the morning on his selling the round, and then again when he returned after the emptying his huge basket. The jinglings a third of his bamboo woke us up from a sleep, and we ran to meet and greet him. They want to meet and the greet to him. Why was it so? They don't know about it. Was it for the love of the loaf? They only love of that loaf, not at all. Then the loaves were the brought by some paskins, and the paskins are the maids of the servant of the house. What we alone for were those braid bangles which choose carefully. That braids bangle they choose carefully. Then sometimes it was a sweet bread as the special makers of that day. There are two famous things are there. One bangle bread and then the sweet milk bread. It is a very famous on that the days. The bakers made his musical entry on scene with the jang jang sound on of his specially made bamboo staff. That is the special sound is made from that bamboo staff. On hand supported the basket on his head, and one other bent the bamboo on the ground. He would greet the lady of the house with a good morning and then place his basket on the vertical bamboo. The kids would be pushed aside with the meals and the bakus, and the loaves of would be delivered to the servant. But we would not give up. We would climb and bench or the parapets and peep into the basket. Then somehow I can still recall the typical fragrance of those the loaves. These are the all typical fragrances come from that the loaves. Loaves for the elders and the bangles for the children. Then we did not even care to brush our teeth or wash our mouths properly. They do not care about it, brush and mouth. And why should we? Then who would take care the trouble of the puckings and the mangoes leaf for the toothbrush? And why was it necessary at all? The tiger never brushed his the teeth. Hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely. After all, tigers not be brushed. When the bakers bring that the laws on that time, children forgot each and everything, so just like the care of their the brush and teeth and wash their the mouth properly. They do not brush properly each and on that the day, because they are become very pleasure and happy, and then they each and everything they forgot it. Then after that someone asked to him they any question on that, they reply to them, tigers not brush. Automatically hot tea could wash and clean up everything so nicely after all. Marriage gifts are meaningless without the sweet bread known as the ball. Just as the party or feast loses the charm and without bread, not enough can be said to show how important a baker can be for a village. Small party marriage, even though feast without bread it not be possible on that the days, means bread is a very famous on that the days, especially in that the village. Then the lady of the house must prepare the sandwich on the occasion of her the daughter's engagement. On that the days ladies prepare that the sandwich on her daughter's engagement. Cakes and the bowling halls are the must for the Christmas as well as another festival. Thus, the presence of the baker's furnace in a village is absolutely essential. On that, the Christmas occasion, as the very famous of the bowling halls, must be the present on that the days. Cakes on the bowling halls on the special occasion of the Christmas or the festival. Then the presence of the baker furnace of the village absolutely essential. Each and every times bread is a more essential part in their the life. Means it is a very famous during that the days. The bakers or bread seller of those days had a peculiar dresses known as the kabai. That is a long dress is known as the kabai. It was a single piece, a long frock reaching down to the knees. That is a one single piece from that the shoulder to knees. And in our the childhood, we saw the bakers wearing a shirt and a trouser which were the shorter than the full length ones and longer than the half pants. Then trouser and the shirt they wear on that the days. Even today, everyone who wear a half pant which reaches just below the knee invite the commit that he is dressed like the padder. The baker usually collected his bills at the end of the month. Especially bakers collected the all bills at the end of that month. Monthly account used to be recorded on the some wall in a pencil. That is all record bill of that record on that wall with that pencil. Baking was indeed a profitable profession in the old days. On that the days all bakers are profitable, they get the more and enough monies based on that the business. The baker and his the family never the stove, they are not suffering anything, they are totally happy with that the profession. He and his family and his the servant always looked happy and prosperous. Due to that the a lot of monies, each and everyone is a happy and prosperous. There the plums and physics was an open testimony to this. Even today any person with the jackfruits like a physical appearance is easily compared to the bakers. On that the days each and everyone's are very happy and prosperous on that the days. Due to that their business they get the enough money regarding that their business. And then each and everyone, even though bakers their servant always looked happy and prosperous. Then the plums of the physics was an open testimony. Open testimony means the public statement about the character or a quality. Then jackfruits like the physical appearance is easily compared to the bakers. The physical appearance easily compared